Yo, so what's up, guys? It's Cage, back with you again. I know you guys have missed my face. I have not been on Ginger Arena platform for a very, very long time, but I'm back today to talk about the pro clubs with the best best midfielder in the whole pro clubs league, Eddie Bruyne. I don't know how you guys see him, but he plays for my team, so I'm very, very, very proud to say his name. The guy is too good in the midfield. So today we're going to be talking about the Pro Clubs event that just came and that we just finished. Sorry, and we're also going to be talking about the upcoming Pro Clubs event. That's the season 2 of the Nigerian Pro Clubs event. So Eddie,
Well, it has been a hell of a 3 months ride, and so far, I'm glad that it was a success.
yeah,
Now that the season is finally over, I know this is the moment the managers and the players have all been waiting for, where they get to enjoy their prize pool. Sorry to um, hope the link has been shared. By the way, hope is in the announcement and everywhere. So yeah, so speaking on which, the season is ended, and this is our end of the season presentation, which all the managers and the team have been waiting for. So let's get back to the basics. So, Case, how would you say you enjoyed the season? What would you say was your biggest moment of the season?
yeah. I think my craziest moment of the season was I think this bro,
Are you
just
there?
crazy. I don't even choose any moment. Yeah, I'm there. But I think I think there was a match we played Marshall. That I think that was my craziest moment of the season. I think we were losing, I think 2-1 or something, but we did a crazy comeback, dying minutes. We didn't like the game. So that was like the comeback moment for me in the whole season. That comeback again.
All right. That's fair to say. That's fair to say. But right now, our season is over, so let's get right into it. So, first, let's have a look at the table and see our top performing sides.
Yeah.
Let's see who do the wonders. And is there any bit of a surprise? Looking at the table, is there someone that's not where you think they should be? Someone that should have done better? Someone that should have, that was not the expectation. Like they pushed beyond what they should be and all of that. So, who do you see are your lucky placeholders? And do you think the champions were well deserved? So, what's your general opinion looking at the table?
Yeah, looking at the table, yeah. Get clapped call really clapping. Like, bro, yeah, the team is very, very good. I can't even lie to you. Since the beginning of the Nigerian Pro Clubs event, starting from the preseason, all the cups, they have just been really showing people different styles of play. So I think Get Clark Club, they actually deserve that first position. It's not like it's a surprise to anyone. Then we'd go over to second position, Big Guns. I think Big Guns saving grace is actually their keeper. I think without that their keeper, Opilia MVP, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't think Big Gun is gonna be at that second position. I'm just saying,
So
but
so so right now you're already making a case for Opila being in the team of the season. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, bro. Like, it's literally, I don't know if he's the only keeper in the Nigerian Pro Clubs event, but he's the best I've seen, bro. He literally saves everything, like every single thing. He saves it. That's like the Neuer of our time.
All right. Since we are about talking about the champion team, I think we should see the champion manager himself. So let's bring on our biggest goat. Is currently the best player in, I don't think just in clubs, I think in general, FIFA. So let's bring on Fola to the picture. Let's have an interview with him, and see his plans for the new season and what he plans to do with this our prize money that he has taken everything out of. So it would be nice to have him on. Moderator, please can you bring on Fola to the fold? Let's have a view of him and let him give us some secrets. Because I would like my team to be better, and maybe I'll get some advice on how he manages the affair all around and all of that. So Why before Fola will be joining us, is there any
Yeah.
particular player in his team that you're looking out for?
They're looking out for like how to get the player into my own team. Is that
No,
what you
like
mean?
somebody that was outstanding. That okay, you say okay, this is who made his
Oh,
team tick.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Obviously it has to be Fola because Fola played their any, and
Yeah,
to be very honest with you, he was very very good at the any. But I think we have to give credit to the striker FM. I
yeah.
play the center back in the effortless VSC, and trust me, that striker is one of the hardest to follow. He makes diagonal runs every single time. Like you can't keep him off the ball. That's the FM Zelda Z is too good when it comes to striking position. So I have to give him that
But
credit.
but they say the greatest players are among the most hated. He doesn't really get a lot of credit for the work he puts in. So I don't know what do you have to say about that. Like definitely
No,
we have to ask him personally what he thinks about the banter he gets a lot. But me, I adore him as a player. There was a time mid season when I made a ridiculous offer, but to break my heart it was turned down. So I don't know. Maybe this season he will like a move or something. But you know how Fola is with his player; they never want to move. While we are still on, we're still waiting for the manager of Get Club Calls to join on the call and to celebrate his Nigerian Pro Clubs League victory with him. So while we wait for him to join on, we'll still be looking at that. So other than FM, who other player do you think deserve mention in this Get Club side that just got only 3 draws and 3 defeats in 30 games?
yes, I'm Frank, right?
Yeah, Frank. Yeah,
Yeah,
Frank.
yeah.
Frank
That's
plays in
also
their
a
camp.
very skillful player. Like apart his next person is Frankie. He's very good on the ball. When it comes to the whole skills and everything, Frank is one of the best. I think he plays calm, right? So I think he's one of the best calm in the whole event, in my own opinion. Yeah. So he's also another player that stood out in the Get Club Cross team.
Can you check on the back end if
Yeah, so I can see Fola is waiting on us.
okay.
Let me bring him on and let me hear what he has to say about his victory. Yo, Fola, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. I've been hearing you guys since. Can you guys? I think you guys can hear me now.
Yeah, we can
Okay,
hear you
yeah, I
now.
can hear you now.
Fa-
Can hear you loud and clear.
fantastic. That's great.
The guy says fantastic.
That's
Yeah,
great.
Mr.
I'm very very
Fola,
happy. I'm
Mr.
happy
Fola,
to be
I
here.
think the league will also like to see their champion. So I don't know where you are hiding with our
He doesn't
prize
want to
pool,
turn
but
on.
Oh, the issue. I didn't plan. I didn't plan for a video presentation. If you had told me earlier, I would have planned for it. I apologize. I apologize for that. I apologize.
all right. Before you came on, I was preparing some questions for you, but I think the main one I want to ask is that what makes you the champion? Like we need to have an inside review of what makes your team tick. Like give us. I don't mean to expose your team secret, but at least give us something that we can take back home.
I mean, it's team with pro clubs now. Pro clubs is teamwork. 1v1 is different from pro clubs. And we've been saying that thing since. And the team that kind of understands each other would inevitably win the whole thing. Do you understand? So that's my point of view, Sha. I don't know how you see it.
Okay. So, throughout the course of the season, what would you say was the heights or like the highest moments, and what would you describe as the lowest moment during the course of the season?
Oh, okay. Let me start with the lowest moment. So now, there was one period whereby we were not winning. I'm sure you guys were very happy.
Why
I
There's one
was
not?
period where we were not
Why
celebrating,
winning.
not?
and yeah, I want to also know the reason why we are not winning that period.
Yes. So the reason for that was that we wanted to like bring in more players,
Okay.
and now these guys that we brought in were not exactly adept at this pro clubs thing because, as we all know, pro clubs is different from 1v1. You are controlling one player, not 11. So the dynamics is
Yeah.
totally different. Now these guys were struggling, and to make the matter really really bad, they were playing centre back. So we're just conceding goals left, right, and center. So for like 4 games, we barely won. So at some point, I had to tell them that, oh my guys, make una no vex. You guys might need to, take a break or something. And then when we now made the change, we started winning back. And then in terms of
Okay.
in terms of the highest moments, I guess you could say it's at the end of the whole league thing, whereby we're crowned champions and stuff. At least our hard work came to fruition. So yeah, I think that would be the highest moment for us.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a good one. That's a good one. So while we're on, I don't know if you've managed to take a look at your account, because this is where the payment goes on. So I don't know if you have confirmed anything yet, because our financial director is currently
Oh well,
processing all the payments and
yeah,
from.
what, okay, whatever it is,
Oh,
I'll get a
All right,
notification
well,
wherever.
but before you go, yeah, looking at the comments, yeah, a lot of people in the comments are saying that what you're saying is not true. You said the reason why you guys won is teamwork, right? But I've seen like 5 comments saying it's not teamwork. It's because you're playing any. It's not teamwork because you're playing any. So what can you say about that, for that? They are all saying you're a fraud. Any is what's carrying you, bro. What can you say about that? Yeah. You follow? Nah, I think he has network issues. Nah, or
for are you still with us?
that he has network issues or he ran away. One of them.
All right, we'll get to process that, because coming,
Yeah.
yeah, coming on, next season we have increased the threshold for minimum required players to start, meaning you have to have a minimum of 8 players. So he won't have to give us this excuse of the people didn't really feed it. He has to stick with them. So
Yeah.
we'll see how he does about that. We'll see how he does about that. So next, let's have a look at the league table again while we bring in our second place winner. It's the big guys, it's the big guns, it's the guys with all the bullets in the league but couldn't take the first slot. But they were able to take the second position, just losing one match and drawing one match below the champions. Otherwise, I think they gave them a run for their money. What do you think of this big on side? You just mentioned you believe it's just Opila, but
Um.
they scored a lot of goals. Opila was not doing the scoring, so I'll kick you on that. So you have to give me more
Okay.
intake on
Okay.
that.
They have good strikers. I forgot his name, but I know he's a very good striker. Yeah, but I will still stick on this same thing. It's Opila. Remove Opila from their team, and we will see wonders.
All
That's not
right,
it.
let's bring on the manager of Big Guns. Let's see what he has to say on Opila, and if it's Opila or is him being the manager that is doing the good work. So I don't know if he's on the back end yet. Let's.
Yeah, Toyosi. That's the manager. So I'm bringing him on right now. Let him come and share his view on what he has to say about that.
All right.
All right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
Alright.
hear you.
Yeah, welcome, man. This is Toyosi from Big Guns. Nice to meet you
Mr.
guys.
Manager, let's give him the spotlight. Let's have a session with him, and let the viewers get to see our manager, the second place taker of the Nigerian Pro Club League. So, Mr. Toyosi, like I
Yeah,
asked Paula, I'll ask you again. What
yeah,
makes your team ticks? Like what makes your team tick?
yeah. So for Big Guns, right? So Big Guns started as like a friends team where it was just like a bunch of friends from different games and we're playing pro clubs. Yeah. So in terms of like strats and like gameplay, I believe that Big Guns we have the best strat in the league. As I guess like as everyone would say, get Clout won because of Fola. Respect to him, man. Top guy, you know. He was more or less like a game changer for his team. But like in terms of like individual players in the league, which is why I'm coming back to the comment about Opila was the only guy that saved our team, right?
Okay, by
Because
your
if you check,
opinion.
because like if you check like the top five cams, the top five attacking mids in the league, right? You see that
Yeah.
big ones we have 3 out of 5 in there. You know, we have
Yeah.
Pablo, we have Ade, we have Azike, right? And it's impossible for you to have the top cams in the league if
Yeah.
your goalkeeper is the one that is saving you. That's one, right? Also, if you check the top 5 strikers in the league, that original team was also like a top 5 striker, right?
Yeah,
So
that be.
these are like the things that you have to consider as well. We had a wonderful striker, but obviously, like our gameplay wasn't just based on the striker. Because if you check the goal difference as well, we were number 2 in terms of goal difference, right? In defense and attack. So I feel like it's unfair for people to say that Opela was the person that saved us in the team. Amazing goalkeeper, respect to him. You know, he's my boy. You know, like we still play every day, right? But every other person in the team deserves credit. To Tron, to Lauret, to Ope, you know, to like all the boys here, to James, you know, everybody in the team, yeah. You know, like we all did good, you know. So right now we're just looking forward to next season. And I kind of appreciate the fact that you increase the threshold to 8 players starting. You know, I feel like it's a big step into the league because you know, I'm making sure that every team, you know, gets like more players, you know, more time in the game, more strats, you know, ensuring that everybody gets that level of visibility in the game. I feel that like that was very important to do. So thank you guys for, you know, putting that in place as well. Yeah.
Yeah, as solely committed to building and ever evolving, we have to
Yeah.
put things in check. So yeah, I
Yeah.
was also going about case for before you actually say that. I think it's quite disrespectful when they just hit everything on your keeper because I look through the
Yeah.
assist board, I see Pablo there, and I know
Yeah.
personally I had to ask who is the assist
Uh,
leader is not even the first place team. Although
Mhm.
to be fair, Get
mhm.
Clubs had a huge problem with imputing stats, which almost
Mhm.
made them miss out of a lot of things. But regardless of that, I recognized Babla. I was like, this, I still saw
Yeah.
her do the grade there and all of that. So I was
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
when people just come about is Opila, I'm like,
Mhm.
they are scoring goals. They
Yeah.
are not just
I was
there
scoring like
because
lots of goals, you know.
yeah, they
Yeah,
are not
it
there
was scoring lots
because
of
they
goals.
are
Yeah.
drawing matches. They're actually winning
Yeah.
matches, and Opila
Yeah.
doesn't score goals. So
Yeah.
I think you have a case to make, and I
Yeah.
like that you shout out
Yeah.
a lot of
Just to be clear
your
though,
players.
Opila is the best keeper in the league, you know.
Yeah.
Just so we
Yeah,
don't, you know, mix it up. Yeah. But yeah.
But
that,
get ready
there's
though
no
because
argument here.
next season I
Yeah.
think some teams are already training some keeper like we could see in the friendlies and all of that.
You know, so to be fair though, like in terms of that, like we respect, you know, everybody coming to challenge. You know, I think it's very important that like, you know, every team evolves, you know, you get better players, you get, you increase your squad, everybody improves. And like I feel like that's the whole point of this league. You know,
Yeah.
so every team can reach a point where they can compete at like even on like an international level. So like yeah, it's really nice to see, man. Yeah.
All right. I just
Yeah.
have one more question before I
Mhm.
let you go.
Yeah.
Normally this is not where we're supposed to bring the transfer talks, but
Okay.
I
Yeah,
just
go on.
couldn't. This is a transfer I'm not supposed to ignore. We'll have a special show on whereby we review all the transfers before the
Yeah.
season starts. But I
Mhm.
just have to bring this up.
Yeah.
What was I know you're preparing for the new season. I can see a few shady deals going down on the low,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
to take in Corey's captain like that, I
Mhm.
think that was a steal that is being over ignored,
Mhm.
and like people don't really comment much of it. But I
Yeah.
think that's a steal even for that price. I know Corey didn't really do well in the league, but
Mm.
I know you are very strategic with your signing. So I want
Yeah.
a little insight so other managers that want to transfer can also know what to
Mhm.
look for in a player before going, because some people ignore some teams below
Mm.
because they
Mhm.
just keep track of their neighbors and who is doing well in the league. But
Yeah.
I keep I'm the admin of the league, so I observe all the teams down to
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
bottom. So when I saw you take that player away, I'm like,
Mm.
somebody's doing some Guardiola work in here, like somebody's doing
Mm.
some dirty work. So I'm like, how did you do that research work? Because a lot of teams don't
Mm.
monitor their opponents. So
Yeah.
I want to know the strategy
Mm.
behind that transfer.
Yeah. So first off, the way we do recruitment in Big Guns is very simple, right? It's not really just about if the person can play. You know, you have to fit the team culture. You have to have some level of leadership skills. You have to take responsibility. You have to, you know, understand strats, understand tactics. So like you also have to have amazing communication. So for Famzi, it was a no-brainer. Like the first time I spoke with Famzi, I just knew that like this was the guy that we wanted in defense. Like we knew that like this was the guy that we wanted to put in at the back of our team. Obviously like we had a few guys on our radar in terms of center backs, but I spoke to him. Like we played a few games. Like it was very um like his communications were was top notch. He was really really calm on the ball. He was really cool. Like he could think outside the field. He always goes beyond the pitch, right? And again, so like this also goes back to like the Chelsea team in 2010, where like in the team they had 7 captains. So like they had
Yeah,
captains like John Terry, Drogba, Ivanovic, like all these guys were captains of their national teams, right? So
yeah,
um sometimes like if you want to be like something that lasts, like you have to have a team of leaders, a team of captains.
yeah.
Myself, Pablo, Famzi, like we are all captains. I mean, we've all been captains of teams. So like it was kind of easy to plug in. Even Melv that plays DM as well, he has been a captain. Tron as well has also managed a few teams. So like this is not just a team, like it's a team that like we know exactly where we want to be. Yeah, and that's what we're doing now.
All right. Before I let
Yeah,
you go, I'll let Kiz check if he has any question for you.
yeah, go on, go on.
Okay, going on. We have made your payments and would like to, put a
Oh,
smile on
thank you
your face
guys.
for your
Bless.
participation in the league and hope to see you next season. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man.
I'll let Kiz be the
So,
one to let you go before we bring in our next
All right.
manager.
all right,
Yeah,
me, I honestly don't have any questions for you. I think Eddie has already
cool.
said everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's all. I just still want to stay on that fact about that keeper.
It's cool,
That's all.
man. Yeah. You
That's
know what?
all,
Yeah, it's
bro.
cool. Yeah.
Like,
It's all right,
yeah,
man.
that's
It's
that's
cool.
literally all, bro. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, but like, you guys have a very good striker. I'm not gonna lie, you guys have that. And then like, you proved me wrong with your stats. Like, you guys
Mm.
have 3 out of the top in the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, so actually, it might not just be your keeper, yeah. But I should say, if you actually want me to keep my mouth shut, then you just have to leave Opilia. Like, let
I
Opilia
guess
not
like
play the
we'll
next
see,
season.
man. We'll see
yeah,
next season. It's cool,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
We'll
yeah,
see, yeah.
yeah. It's cool. Yeah, yeah, it's cool.
All
Yeah.
right, all right.
No hard
Thank
feelings.
you
Okay.
very
All
much
right,
for
man.
your
That's all,
time.
man.
See.
Peace.
We'll
Yeah,
see
that's
you.
all.
Yeah.
All right,
See you
cool.
again.
Yeah.
All right, Kiz, like I keep telling you on the time, that is my most adored manager. I don't know about the rest, but person like someone like Toyosi is the people that give the league a certain standard. Like they're
Mhm,
always up there in terms of the class of where the league
mhm,
should be in terms of bringing people in. They are not
mhm.
they are not the type to like sit back and like okay we are not complete and we relax. He's always bringing you guys to the fold, bringing you guys to the game. He's always changing. He's changing the dressing room, and he's not just picking anybody. Like a lot of people just go and find players. He's always bringing the right person. Like you saw when I had to ask him about Famzy because he was like, it's not just about him coming on to play the game. It's about him being the right fit to the team in terms
Yeah,
of how he
yeah,
approach. It's not just
yeah,
this is the part where we have to tell people it's not just a game. Like there's more to it and all of that.
yeah.
I think
Honestly,
that's fair.
honestly.
So, bringing another manager I like a lot. One of the most controversial managers. I don't know if he's on yet. If he has requested, Kenny will be joining us soon. The manager of Marshall FC, the
Yeah.
third place winner. Yeah. So let's be looking at the table while we try to get him on.
Yeah, I think he's on already. I think he's on already. Just like bring him on.
Okay,
And
okay, okay.
yeah.
Let's bring him in. Let's bring him in.
All right, Kenny, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Is Kenny pulling a Fola on us because I don't think I can see him.
No. I just my environment is not conducive right now. I'm not home, so
Okay,
that's why.
okay. And then I guess you're pulling a Fola on us,
Please,
but
please.
let's ride on. Let's ride on. Some of our managers
Eddie, you
decided.
did for the right? Yeah, like he also plays Annie for the Marshall team. So so probably when I
Yeah,
ask him,
yeah, yeah. And now he's now creepy. It's like these professional any players are hiding. They don't want the
yeah,
world. They want to expose themselves. The kind of a coach
No.
Ronaldo missing.
no. I see I get that moving.
All right. Mr. Kenny, nice of you to join us, even though we can't see you personally. But congratulations on being the third place team in the Nigeria Pro Clubs League.
Thank you.
Firstly, the first question I have for you is this, because next season we know we are already seeing a new face to your team, and then with the merger, I can't ignore it. The third place team and the fourth
It's
place team
true.
merging is
That's
like,
crazy.
what
That's
was the reason
crazy.
behind it, and what was the strategy for that merger?
Well, I would say the merger was something that was planned even before we started this season. But when it wanted to just see how we'll go about in our separate ways, we didn't expect us obviously Marshall ourselves starting this league. We didn't expect ourselves to be top because most of our players were not Nigerian based. I think
Okay.
at the start of the season, we're just two Nigerian players. That's up myself and another of my teammates. It's
No.
basically mostly Nigeria, American players. So we didn't expect ourselves to do so well. Then with the likes of them, because we have a group chat. So with the likes of them, Farouk, Killer Freak, Real Made, we're also having discussions and like if we actually make a team, we'll actually be pretty dangerous. So the idea just came up from
An elite Abuja squad was made and he was not invited, but I will hold him on to the contract. That has been another thing that has been ongoing so far. The issue of the contract hold. What do you think about it? Is it fair that we give that much right?
as well. If the manager says he wants to keep a player, and a player has persisted that he wants to leave, I mean, we can't just keep him because he won't be happy to play for the club. Likewise, something with like Rufai, which we really appreciate Rufai because he clutched up a lot. But he came to me and said he wants to leave to get clapped. And like we can't hold the player back for that situation because he's not going to be happy playing for us. So why not allow him explore his new team while we bring up new.
Okay, okay. One more before I let Case handle you. The issue of letting Rufai go. You let him go, but is there any part where you want to do business with your club? Like, the club part of it is there's a business part of it, and there's the fun side. So where he's moving, trying to find his place, we understand that, but letting him go for the lowest amount transfer. Was there a reason? Was that a message to the player or a message to the team getting him? Like, what was the general message? Because the general thoughts behind that lowest transfer fee paid.
Okay, so to me, I don't believe in if a player wants to leave because at first we were planning on selling him for free, but we're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's just put in something. But we just
Okay. So it was like giving a disrespectful price tag to a disrespectful player. That's what the headlines will read. We can have a nice celebration tonight, and after the merger. One more question. I hope, Case, I'm not taking any questions from you, but I just have to ask him. After this merger, are there still players you're looking